Yo, 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 yo. We got another banger on our hands. Another banger. Anyway, we got another banger. If you wondering why I'm watching this, is because I'm trying to master this gambling shit. Maybe they got something in store and some hidden gems in this vid that I need to see. So, the man who got banned from Vegas for winning 11 million. Well, I actually seen he won 32 million, and they banned him. But shit, this probably just was where he was at his 11 million mark, and he ran up another 10, then another 10, and they said, nope, brother, you're done. You're done. Let's get into it. Oh, my bad. No, I just had to do that for the intro. I'm out the way.
This is Mickey, a high-stakes gambler who won $11.5 million gambling one night in Las Vegas. And soon after, he was banned from nearly every casino here for making too much money. But if casinos let millions of people come to Vegas and lose all of their money, why won't they let you stay and win? Before we hear Mickey's story, I met up with high-stakes slot machine addict Vegas Matt to find out why he spends thousands every day playing slots. Boys, what are you well known for?
DGen gambling.
Why are we at the high limit section?
Can't win big unless you bet big, you know what I mean? Just took like $2,000. So let's give it a shot. So we're betting $50 a spin. We need 6 of these balls. It's flag. Come on.
Are you addicted?
Yeah, I mean, I certainly am never like gambling away my mortgage payment, but I love this rush.
Right after 5 straight losses, Matt won 6 free games, and then a $1,600 bonus.
This does not happen all the time. But like I always say, you know, the only way you really truly lose is if you quit.
And 5 spins later, he was up another $3,000.
So is that skill? You guys seem pretty desensitized. This is not bad, right?
No, this is actually really good.
On slots, you usually lose everything a lot of times, but every once in a while, you win a ton. But I'm happy because like the other day we were here, we lost $20,000.
Within 10 minutes, Matt was up $3,000, and then he got hit with a few losses.
We got absolutely nothing.
So you just lost $200.
I'm not feeling this. Let's just go a couple more spins though, just in case I was in.
And another big loss.
And so we just lost $1,000.
A $200 loss.
Nothing. This machine is not hot to come out. Yeah, this is horrible. So we just lost $500. Will I quit? No. If you're on a roll and you're winning, you don't want to quit because you gotta feed that roll. And if you're really getting wrecked and you're losing, you don't want to quit because you're bound to start winning.
Okay.
So we've come to the conclusion that you can just never stop.
And Matt was right, as he saw a golden opportunity in the distance that might just end his losing streak.
Oh my God! Jump on. Did they leave this? They left it? Oh my God! Oh, they left this with 47 blues.
When you hit this bonus, you're gonna get 47 free games. We'll turn it this way.
Okay. Good luck.
Basically, some other less intelligent gambler had left this fat blue piggy ripe for the popping, which would give Vegas Matt here 47 free spins, which might just allow him to win the jackpot.
Come on. We won $1,800. That's a good bonus for sure. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So we're up $5,332.
The Sun Tzu and Alexander the Great of gambling back here. These guys were good.
But before you go to your local casino and gamble your life savings on slots, I want to introduce you to Mike Malone.
I lost $6K last weekend. Been going fucking bad.
I flew to Sacramento to hear the story of how Mike ruined his life gambling.
When did you start gambling? At what age?
Well, you know, the gambling fascination started probably at the age of about 8.
Said he just won 5,300 like that, bro. Where is my gamblers?
I remember my parents, you know, gambling.
Yes, sir. Left hand man himself.
I've been playing NFL Pro Era all day.
A lot. I started doing poker tournaments when I was about 16, and then once I turned 18, there was a casino in town. It's called Jackson Rancheria Casino. That was 18 and up. So as soon as we found that casino, we started going there, and that's when the real gambling stuff pretty much started with me.
And how does it progress over time?
You know, when I started, it was small stakes. It was like $5, $10. You know, little home games, playing with the boys. You know, I was young when I started at 16, but when we were at the real casino at 18, got myself a job, so I had a little bit of money coming in. $6 an hour back then, so it wasn't much, but I didn't have any bills. I'm young. I'm still living at home with my mom. So, you know, I take the money, try to go gamble, and it's just that high that you get when you get this easy money. You know, nobody wants to go to their 9-to-5 job and work.
Sure.
You know, that's the problem about gambling, you know.
Right.
I remember there was times my dad, he would take me to Lake Tahoe. My mom doesn't know about this. And it'd be late at night, you know, probably 12 in the morning. And he'd go in there and play blackjack. I'd sleep in the car, and he'd come check on me, you know, every couple hours, make sure I was still alive. So, you know, the gambling addiction, I guess you could say, it runs in the family. Ran into my big problem. I was about 21 years old. I found out what online gambling was. So I started betting online, sports betting, blackjack. I was getting lucky. You know, I turned my $500 into a couple thousand. So here I am, 21 years old. I have a $10,000 credit card. I just got a brand new apartment. I got a 99 Eclipse convertible. So I was on top of the world. At the time, I was working at Olive Garden, waiting tables. You know, I'd work the morning shift. I'd maybe make $50 in tips a night. Finally, I just said, you know, why am I gonna come here for $50 when I can just go home and gamble on a sports game and make $100, $200 real quick? So I quit my job at Olive Garden. Did that for about 2 years. About $11,000 here. We're doing fucking amazing here. Diller's fucking amazing. Let's give her a $100 tip. That's for you. And then everything just went to shit. All right, so I'm out the cage right now. I got more than 4K. Why do you need my ID? Nah, just cash me out. Just on the phone about my $5,000 win. You guys don't make me sign anything when I lose money. All right, pay me out, please. Please. It's $5,000. Anyways, this is the life of a gambler, bro. Fuck, dude. You guys are a piece of shit. You know, honestly, like, I deserve better, dude. The online transitions, when you go into Reno and Lake Tahoe, I felt like that's where I started losing, at the casinos.
Okay.
Start giving you free rooms. They start paying your gas to come, and you think you're on top of the world. I just woke up and Thunder Valley called. Ooh, eating today, boy. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Out here in Reno having a good time. You know how we do it. When I got a buzz, I gamble better. You gonna gamble, Daniel?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. And they treat you great, you know, they treat you like a king. And I was going there probably every other weekend, but the losses were starting to wipe me out. My bankroll, like I said, I was at about 15,000. Before I knew it, everything was gone. I didn't have a job. They got my car, got repoed. So I'm broke. I have no car. I just started this new job. You know, I was going to try to get some money together, but I was probably about 5 or 6 months behind. Even to pay it off, it was going to take a couple months just to get back on track. But with interest, I was at 16,000. Can't make the minimum payment. Had to move back home with my mom. Was collecting unemployment for about 6 months. I always wanted to start a landscape business, so that's what I did. I moved home. I started a landscape business. You know, now I'm running a 6-figure business. I have 7 employees. Life's good.
That's awesome.
You know, I'm really blessed, and things are good now.
How much money do you think you ultimately lost gambling lifetime?
I would say anywhere between $200,000 and $300,000. You know, I've gone broke probably over a dozen times. Risked my rent money to gamble a couple times. But yeah, there's been a lot of bad times.
Sure.
Gambling will just tear you apart if you're not careful. These casinos aren't built on winners. People get divorced, people have lost the house, cars, you know, you name it.
Years later, do you still gamble?
I got a story. I got a story. This nigga was tripping. This nigga in Detroit was fucking tripping. Oh my God. Bro, I went to the MGM for my birthday, bro. Skip all that, bro. That don't matter. Bro, I go to the lobby, bro. This man is already down there flipping out and shit. So I'm like, damn, this nigga kind of tripping. So then they just, you know, he at the front desk doing all the extra shit. Next thing you know, this man was in his drawers. And he was going crazy. He and her beefing with the security, the workers. They had to call some people. They had to tie this man down in the back of a truck. And he was in his drawers. I literally seen him crashing out. And then later on that night, I'm like, I was outside the hotel, but I'm walking back in. The security walking this dude out. Bro, he said, I just knew he lost, bro. He said, anybody touch me, I'm killing them or something. Like, he said that to the workers. He's like, man, y'all touch me, I'm killing somebody or something like that. He was like, I'm about to kill y'all or something. I'm like, damn, he must have just lost big time. Ain't no way he on that, bro. The security walking him out, bro. He talking about, man, y'all touch me, I'm killing. I said, bro, that nigga lost it all.
I gamble every single day. The first thing I do when single day. Cars, you know, you name it.
Years later, do you still gamble?
I gamble every single day. The first thing I do when
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, bro. So if I lose $1,000, it's done. And it's just what I like to do. I guess you can call it a hobby. I do have anxiety still to this day, and I think it.
What if you could make a couple extra $1,000 a month using one little app on your phone?
Could be stemmed from gambling, and when you lose, that's when it kind of hits you hard sometimes, and you might get depressed, and then it goes away. The next week comes and life goes on.
And as Mike tried to warn against the evils of gambling, the casino security did not want him to finish his story and told us to leave and stop recording immediately. Casinos are evil. Casinos are evil.
Turn it off now.
Casinos are evil.
He's not recorded.
Yes. Mike was a clear example of just how bad gambling can be if you take it too far. Or was he simply just not made for the game? I met up with one of the best gamblers of all time, Mickey, who has been banned from nearly every casino in Vegas after winning $11.5 million in one gambling session.
I'm not cheating, and if I was cheating, they definitely would have caught me by now. Then I must be doing something the casinos thought was impossible. I do have a plan that could bring every casino to their knees, and I may pull the trigger on this and watch these casinos burn.
And Mickey, how many people are banned from casinos like you?
In the fashion in which I am, there's only been 4 in history. My single biggest winning session was $11,526,000, and I averaged out to a net profit winner of $1 million a week for like quite the amount of time. Grew up with my grandparents who spent all their time in New York City card rooms, so my entire childhood and upbringing was just around cards and high stakes gambling. Started going to Vegas once a week just to party and be a degenerate and have fun, and I became a profitable gambler. One thing led.
What you mean? I never watched this before, bro. What the fuck?
To another, and then I became one of Vegas's biggest winners of all time. I won $1 million for Mike Malak, Logan Paul, and Ryan Garcia on one of their YouTube episodes. I made money for Lil Baby, Rod Wave, YK Osiris, 2K Baby, Lil Keed, rest in peace, Drewski, Suicide Boys. So I learned that you can negotiate with every casino contingent on your buy-in and other factors. So it went like this. I had $200. I sat down at a blackjack table for $25 a hand. I ended up taking the 200 to 5K. I stopped at 5K and I took a break. I came back and I played a little more with the 5K, turned it to 13K. Took another break, played the 13. 13, I ran it up to 26,000. I took another break. I played with the 26,000 and I ran it up to something like 125,000. But I really had nothing left to lose. It was only a $200 buy-in. When I'm at the 125K mark, I went to another casino and I negotiated higher limits. I turned the 125 into 350. And I turned the 350 into 800.
Do you have a background in statistics, math?
I think it really was just in my blood. It's what I grew up with. The same some of the top musicians or top athletes. They were born possibly, with an above average ability, and they studied and practiced it their whole lives. And they just kept working and cultivating to perfection or close to it as they can get.
When you're gambling in Vegas full time, making millions and losing millions, are you addicted at the time?
No. Well, I think there's a difference between being addicted and being an addict. I would say that at worst, I have teetered on being addicted. There's a casual gambler, there's a social gambler, there's a hard gambler, which is what I ended up being, and a hard gambler, which is usually hard to tell the difference between a hard gambler and a gambling addict. They both exhibit all the same character traits. And the difference between the addict and the hard gambler is that the hard gambler can stop and stay stopped with the right external force. So if my girlfriend says, hey, I'm gonna leave you if you don't leave this gambling table and make dinner, and the same situation happens to the gambling addict sitting next to me, I'm the only one out of the two of us making it to dinner. The addict's gonna stay behind and lose his relationship.
When Mickey gambled here full-time before being banned, Vegas would treat him like a king, enticing him to stay here 24/7 in the hopes of him losing millions here at these tables. What would they do for you? Would they throw a jet your way? Get you some pretty ladies to give you some sushi on the plane, or what?
Yeah, they gave me a 200-passenger jet for myself, and I can use it as often as I want, as many days as I want, go anywhere I want with it. They let me have a residency in all the villas. Another casino gave me a Rolls Royce. They furnished one of my penthouses.
They gave this nigga a Rolls Royce. Bro, I gotta get up with him, bro. I gotta get this nigga, bro. I gotta get on this nigga good side, bro. I need to find this nigga tonight. We need to go to the casino and hit a lick together.
houses, VIP access to everything. In their mind, they go, well, we spend $1, $2, $3, $4 million on amenities for him. He might lose 10 million and they leave as a winner 6 million. So for them, you know, it's like an investment. But unfortunately for them, it never paid off. I never lost it all back. So
what are your thoughts on the whole online gambling scene right now?
They treated him right so he can lose it back. And that bitch never lost. They dirty as hell.
I've spoken to every owner of every online casino in the world, and they all want to make a deal. They all like understand that I would have the highest conversions of new players. Every one of them has offered me like unbelievably substantial money. Every contract has gotten so far where right before signing, I say I'm only signing this if you allow me to live stream me looking at the vulnerabilities and auditing your company. And that's the exact moment that the contracts seem to stop going back and forth and just die out. So I would take by process of deduction that they're fearful that I'll expose them for immoral, unethical, or unfair advantages against the player.
He's a real nigga.
Anybody harm.
Got it.
I could have made so many millions of dollars by peddling garbage, promo on my Instagram. I've never done it. I've never done paid promo.
The legend. The best gambler in the world, bro.
You're the man,
I learned
bro.
a lot from this man. He's more
Really?
than a mentor. He's more than a gambler. He's the truth, bro.
With fans everywhere showing love to Mickey, I wanted to see if he could show me how good he was at gambling at one of the few casinos in Vegas that he wasn't banned from yet. All right, we got 500 bones. How much can we turn this into?
It's either gonna be 0 or it's gonna be 2,500.
I'll do the gambling, you be my coach. How about that?
Whatever you want.
When you come to the casino, are you playing any of these games?
Slots?
Yes, sir.
Nah, never. And they're a huge disadvantage to the player. You are statistically likely to lose roughly 98% of the times.
Okay.
So you're always running at a net negative.
And it was time to test Mickey's skill and see if he could make me unfathomable riches with only $500. He's my coach.
All right, can I see your IDs first? Are you 30?
Am I 30? 30?
Well, you look like a...
Damn, that kind of hurt. And so we warmed up with Pagao Poker, which is quite literally designed for people so drunk they can't make logical bets.
Mellow open again. What a three! I heard he's starring in the next superhero blockbuster. They're calling him Mellow Man. Mellow Man?
I heard he's got a tattoo that says not from here.
I heard he's one. I'm the only one. Jack used to have gun problems. Now,
It's Swisher time.
We have ace high, which beats her queen high, and then we have 2 pair, which beats her no pair. So we win.
Simple as that. After doubling our money and getting used to the cards with Pagao, we went and played blackjack to make some real money. So why did you hit on the 16? What's the strat there? After a few more games of blackjack, making the statistically correct decision every hand, we were up
1,310 because we also chipped out a bunch.
We nearly quadrupled our money. What is our end goal right now?
To 5x, so we're trying to take that 500 to 2,500.
Make it happen. And after a few tense games of blackjack and baccarat that they would not let us record, sadly, we did not lose everything. In fact, how much did we win?
We 5x, we got 2,500.
The point of this was to show that we lose all our money. But sadly, Mickey's too good here.
It's exactly what we did. We stuck to schedule, and we won 2,500 from 500, just as we planned.
But for the average person gambling, that's probably not going to happen, right?
And that's why I was a little nervous to play. I don't want people to think that it happens for everybody, that it happens all the time. I don't want people to see this and then be like, I'm gonna go spend my last 500 because it'll become 2,500. Way more likely that their last 500 becomes 0. If the game's supposed to be 50-50, then every player should win half the time and lose half the time. It makes perfect sense. But in real life, what happens is almost every person who plays baccarat loses. How are they all lifetime losers in a game that should always make them break even? It's because the house is rigged.
How is the house rigged?
I don't want to share that information.
Okay, so these are exploits you found but are not publicly known?
Correct. The casino's pocketing 5% no matter what, knowing the player's going to win one day and lose the next. But in real life, what happens is they collect 5% commission and the players still lose anyway, which shows that the game is not 50-50.
You think the casinos are an evil business by nature?
I couldn't say anything more verbatim and more accurate. I think they're evil, sinful, dirty, dark places that are only built to destroy people in their lives. I think absolutely nobody should gamble. And if they're gonna gamble, despite my very clear warning, do not gamble, I think what they should do is they should look at their budget and say to themselves, what would I spend on an eventful night out? I don't think hardly anything positive has ever came out from gambling, but immense damage, pain, and hardships have.
In fact, Mickey even started a non-profit to help gambling addicts like Mike Malone.
Stop playing with me.
What is Shaken Hearts, your organization that helps gambling addicts and drug addicts do.
What it does exactly is when you go to our Instagram, you send a DM. In the DM, we're going to provide you a link, and the link gives you an opportunity to put a little more specific information for your exact scenario. And depending on whether you select mental health or drug addiction or gambling addiction, you get paired with a professional from that exact topic, and we help facilitate whatever it takes to get you the help. So we do everything totally free of charge. Everyone that works there is a volunteer, and I was just really happy to be able to create something to just give back.
Wow. You shouldn't gamble. You're not built like him. He is him. Is that accurate?
I would like to say it in more humble words, but sure.
Go follow Mickey, Mike Malone, and Vegas Matt. Link in the description. Also, whoever has the most viewed TikTok or YouTube short using a clip from this video, I'll send you $500. Post however many times you want, but you must tag my TikTok/YouTube @ and put YouTube Tyler Oliveira in the title/description. Last week's winner was this guy. Go study him, and good luck, guys.
Yeah, he's definitely him with that gambling shit. I don't know what he knows, but he knows something that nobody knows. That's crazy.